Welcome back everyone. Now, in this lecture, we will learn our last conditional statement. Now, we already learned about if and else statement. Now, in this lecture, we will learn about else if statement. Now, what is an else if statement and why do we need it? To explain that concept, I'll be using a very simple example right here. First off, you can see that I have written a simple output message for our user asking him to enter a number between 1 and 5. Then I went on and created a scanner which will scan for the user input. And I am scanning for the next integer. And I will store that value of that next integer into a variable called a. Now I'll be using if statements. Now if you take a good look, you'll see the double equal to signs. Now what is that? Using a single equal to means we are initializing the value to that variable. For example, if we write a equal to 25, a will get the value 25. If we write a equal to 33, we will equalize the value of a to 33. If we write a equal to 44, we will equalize the value of a to 44. You got the point. Now when we use double equal to, we are not initializing, we are not changing the value of a, we are actually checking the value of a. We are checking if the value of a is something. For example, this line actually checks if the value of a is equal to 1. And if the value of a is equal to 1, the body of the if statement will run. Otherwise, it won't run. So when we use double equal to, we are actually checking if the left hand side is equal to the right hand side of the equation. In this case, we are checking if the value of a is equal to 1. Now this concept is very important and you need to understand this crystal clearly because we will be using it a lot in this course. So once again I'll repeat, 1 equal to means we are giving it the value, 2 equal to signs means we are actually checking the left hand side and the right hand side are equal. For example, a equal to 1 means that we are checking if the value of a is equal to 1. Okay, I hope that is clear. Now let's take a look at the rest of the program. We have used 5 if statements and 1 else statement. Now what these if statements are doing is that first it will check if a is equal to 1. If the value of a is equal to 1, it will print 1. If the value of a is 2, it will print 2. If the value of a is 3, it will print 3. And so on till 5. And if it is any other number, we will just print wrong input. Okay, now you must be thinking, hey, you just told me that you're going to teach me a new conditional statement. This is just the same old if and else. I'm just getting. So let us get to our point. Let's run this. We enter 5 and we got the output 5. Everything is working perfectly. But let us count the number of comparisons we are asking Java to perform. 1, we are asking if a is equal to 1. 2, we are asking if a is equal to 2. A is equal to 3, that makes it 3. A is equal to 4, 4. A is equal to 5, 5, and else statement. So we are actually using 6 comparisons. We are asking Java to perform 6 comparisons, right? So we are asking Java to do a lot of work. Now Java is a smart worker, it will get the job done. But we must always try to reduce the workload of Java. So how can we do that? That is where else if statement comes in. Now, what would happen if I wrote an else here and make it an else if statement? Awesome. So what did we just do? Let's run this. You can see that there is no change in the output. But what happened here? By using else if statements, we are actually reducing the comparisons. For example, first we checked if a is equal to 1. Now imagine if the value of a is 1, Java will stop running the rest of the if statements and the else statement. It will mean that it will stop as soon as one condition is true. So suppose the value of a is 2. First it will check if the value of a is 1. No, the value of a is 2. So it will go to the next step. That is checking if the value of a is 2. Yes, the value of a is 2. So we no longer have to look if the value of a is 3 or if the value of a is 4, because we already know that the value of a is 2. So we will stop all the comparisons right there. That means Java don't have to keep on checking if a is equal to 3, a is equal to 4, a is equal to 5, because it already knows that the value of a is 2. Now this is a smart way of reducing comparisons and saving compile time. Now in small programs like these, this won't matter at all. But when you're writing huge, very big projects, simple things like these can make a large difference. What else if statements does is that it will check all the comparisons until one case is true, and it will stop right there. It won't go and check the rest of the comparisons, saving us valuable compile time. And I hope else if statement is very clear to you, because if, else and elif statements are very important part of Java. Now don't worry if you still haven't clearly grasped all the concepts. Our next lecture is going to be a project that will use all the concepts we learned till now. We'll be making a calculator using conditional statements and everything else we learned till now. I'm sure by the end of next lecture, you'll have a clear idea about conditional statements. So I'll see you there. Until then, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.